Hey, what's going on, boys? How you doing, man? It's kind of late right now, and as you guys know, on SR, you kind of have this crazy energy, and sometimes you can't sleep. So that's kind of where I'm at, and figured I would come out here and make a couple videos for you guys, man. I just got over a little 4 day period where I was having like some stomach issues, guys, and I was sick, and missed work. I already talked about it a couple times in a few videos, so I won't go too deep into it. But I got something that's been on my mind, you guys. Um, I feel like the issue, you guys, with a lot of this stuff with the sex and masturbating and busting nuts all the time, when you boil it down, the issue literally is just how often are you busting nuts? you know? Like, how often are you releasing your life force? You know? Like, that's really the problem because the power is in your semen, bro. The power is in that life force, you guys. So, whatever you got to do to retain, is what you need to be doing. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care how you do it, bro. If you want to call it celibacy, if you want to call it semen retention, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't really matter what you want to call it. But that's just the place that you gotta get. That's the place that we need to be as men is unless you're having a child, you should be retaining. Definitely shouldn't be fapping, masturbating, looking at these websites. All right, that's like casual sex is one thing, you guys. Meeting up with women or, forming relationships with different women and then having sex with them, that's one thing, you know. That's obviously a sin as well. God's not going to be pleased if you're doing that kind of behavior, you guys. It's just how it is, all right? So, but I'm just for the sake of this video, man. That's one thing. All right, masturbating is another. All right, think of that. In two different categories. Casual sex is one thing. Masturbating, where you're doing it to yourself, you know, behind closed doors, where you're looking at a fucking screen. You guys, looking at the screen, beating your meat. Think about that, you guys. It's so programmed into our brains to where, like, we went so long doing this. But once you get out of it, you really get to a place to where you understand that it's not. This isn't meant to be played with, you guys, and it's such a massive weapon that's being used by the people to lower our vibration. I talk about this a lot, but there's different. I like to call them the matrix weapons, but there's tons of them. But it's the food, the stuff that we consume, food, the music, the social media content, things on Netflix, different stuff, you guys. Porn, is a massive one, and it's gotten us under the impression that, like, it's definitely not out there enough to let us know how dangerous it is to be messing around with this kind of stuff. It's so dangerous to allow yourself to just release all the time. I feel like we need to get to a place where sex is looked at, and I know some people are going to see this or see. I know you guys, you fellow retainers are obviously going to relate, but like coomers or regular people that aren't hip to this stuff quite yet, they're going to see what I'm about to say and think I'm crazy, but that doesn't matter. That's just a testament to where the rest of the world is. But sex, you guys, should be looked at as honestly something that is equally as toxic as like drinking alcohol or smoking or any of those things. Sex is equally as dangerous, but it's sometimes I feel like it's even worse. Because it's sneaky. We can't really like. It just seems like it's a regular thing. It's with another human being, so it seems very spiritual. It is very spiritual. It's a sacred act, but you're not supposed to be doing it in that manner. Not supposed to be doing it in that casual, fashion, you know, with random people. You know, sex is an exchange of energy, you guys. So it should be with the person you love, and it should be for. It's literally designed to make another human. It's not designed for pleasure. You know, it's like all these things that we do, you guys, are all like just dopamine hookups. You know, sex, drugs, alcohol, eating food. You know, content that we watch. You know, social media. All of this stuff is all dopamine fixes. You know, it's all on the same part of the brain. It just fires off the dopamine. It's like, where are you going to get your dopamine? You know, where are you going to get it? And if you're using sex, that's a very dangerous one. When you can get it from other things, you can get your dopamine in other areas that aren't going to be detrimental to your life. You know, so the message for this video, you guys, is that we got to look at sex differently, bro. We got to look at it differently. We got to look at it as a sacred act that is meant for making another human being, you know, period, bro. And if we don't, it becomes dangerous, and it can take us off to the path to where we can unravel to the point where, you know, as men, we're not as powerful as we could be. You know, lowers our vibration, lowers everything that we're doing, our ambition, our energy, our confidence. You don't look as healthy. Man, it's every area, you guys. So it's a very sneaky thing, you know, that is designed to get us off the path, and we think that it's good for us because it's like, you know, we're getting validation from the opposite sex when we're having sex like that, you know. So it's a very sneaky one, boys, that we got to be very on point, and that's why I'm passionate about this. That's why I like making these videos and talking about SR and a lot of this stuff. But bro, it's all about the sex and the like I said, the masturbating is absolutely off limits, you guys. You got to think about that, like on a deep level, from a bird's eye view, staring at a screen, watching two other people have sex, and you're just, it's like you're doing a drug. It's like you're doing a drug because all you're doing is trying to access the dopamine, you know, but you're doing it in a very weird way, you know. Think about that. Doing it in a very weird way where you're just jacking off, you know. And you could go on a run, bro. You could go on a bike ride. You could read a book. You could do so many different other things that aren't weird like that, you know. Where and you're also going to be, while you're doing that, you're going to be saving up spiritual money while you retain, because you're going to be holding in that life force, bro. You know, it's next level stuff, boys. So that's the message, man, is that we have to look at sex differently. Sex is not just some casual act. You know, society's got us in this place where we think it's this casual act. You know, it's just nonchalant. Oh, you know, I just banged this girl last night. One of my roommates told me that he banged 4 girls in 24 hours a couple weeks ago. I was just like, wow. You know, my old self would have, you know, high five, bro, you know. But nah, it ain't like that anymore, guys. We can't be doing that no more. You know, we ain't doing that no more. We on a different pathway. All right, guys? So, hope you guys got something out of this, man. You know, it's just that we got to look at sex differently. You know, we got to look at it as a threat, you know, to our confidence, our energy, our peace, our happiness. You know, it's way deeper than what we think, man. It's meant for making another human being. All right, guys? So, hopefully you guys learned something from this. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. I'm going to probably make another video after this because I can't sleep. So, all right, guys, much love. Just grateful to be feeling better. Grateful to be making some videos for you, man. And you already know, God is the best. All right, guys. Love you guys. Catch you later.